to black, green smoke to black, green turn to black, yeah, that's what we stand for. Green turn to black. Green...
Hello, everyone. I have done the impossible and finally figured myself out. I finally got how my own mind works because I was never able to do it before. Now see, here's the thing. Me figuring myself out made me want to talk about my philosophies on love. What is being in love? What is just a general love? Now see, for me, normal love is just a care for people. Just, you don't want to see that person get hurt. You want to see them uh, go to the best of their own abilities. You want to see them succeed. But then when you're in love with someone, it's kind of the same thing, except you want to get into their psyche. You want to know as much as you can about them. You want to share the same feelings they do. And this person that you're in love with makes you incredibly happy. You just cannot imagine your life without them. And I think that once you've been in love, it never completely goes away. There's always going to be a part of you that says you still want to be with that person. Now, this is the reason why some people maybe get divorces, is because they've already learned everything about the other person. There's nothing there to learn anymore, if you know what I'm saying. But I bet there are some parts of that person that still make you incredibly happy. So there's still a part of you that they keep that you just can't make go away. I see it as just a giant heart. And if you're in love with a person, they take up most of it. There's this whole bar that goes around this heart, like a pie chart, okay? And it takes up how much ever percent, however incredibly you are in love with this person, it's going to take up that percent of your heart with however much your heart has been taken by that person. But see, over time, you can stop loving them that much, but then it gets to an incredibly small percent. Maybe about 2% of your heart is taken by that person, and that percent never goes away. That is my philosophy on love. Now, it took me 16 years to finally understand my own philosophy, my own feelings about who I want to be with. For me, I enjoy bipolar people. I don't know why, but I have things for people who are bipolar. Sure, their emotions are extreme in an angry way or in a sad way, but here, if their extreme is being sad, see, I've dealt with emotions a lot. I've been through my own stuff, I've been through everyone else's stuff. I have the entire range of emotions. So I have each of them. People who are bipolar have the ends, and I can fill in their middle, which is maybe why I want to do that. And in a way, when you connect this entire bar of emotions, you kind of connect with them, and you want to know as much as you can about them, which is, I guess, why it's kind of like opposites attract. There are some gaps in here, some gaps in here, but together, it's full. It's kind of like that, opposites attract, north and south. I like bipolar people because along with anger and sadness and all those emotions that you don't want them to be, they're also incredibly happy, and they make you incredibly happy, so you can experience a bit of that bipolar too. And it took me 16 years to figure out that I like bipolar people. And that's probably the reason why. Because someone like me, I used to have a very low self-esteem. I'm working on my confidence and my self-esteem right now to help myself. But at the same time, when I'm helping myself, I'm getting even a higher range of emotions. I'm getting a higher range of whatever it is. I get higher bars of happiness and sadness and just feeling more of me. And there's no sexual innuendo there. Now, I don't know what it is about bipolars and understanding the way my own mind works about it, but I like to fill in, as I said before, the gaps for them. And I have traits sometimes that even they look for. Now, see, they want this whole common thing. But a common thing is more of a love in the friendship sense, because you don't want to learn everything about them. Because if you're like the same, you kind of understand each other already. And understanding helps being in love because you can connect with the person. But if you understand them in a way that doesn't help either one of you to understand yourselves better, then I just think it all breaks down right there. Right now, I'm just thinking along the way, because I still do not completely understand myself. Actually, no, never mind, I do completely now. It took this day and this entire week. There's a person that I'm crazy about. She is incredible, and she thinks that her bipolar really connects badly with my low self-esteem. But I really think that is not the case, because I'm working on the whole self-esteem thing, I told you, but I cannot get her out of my head. So she used to just cross my mind, but now she's just in there. I want to know everything I can about her. I know most of the things about her. We've shared a lot of stuff. But when you talk to someone that you're in love with, they might not understand you, because, see, there are some people that I talk to that understand me, but then some people don't. And I can still connect with them on lighter subjects. They can still help. They're good at giving advice. But for an understanding, it takes a lot more. In my opinion, when you find the right person that you think is right for you, that you cannot get out of your head, try to win them over. Because you're going to lose your heart. And if you are completely in love with them, if your heart is taken up completely, you're going to break down. You're going to go emo mode. Alright? Kind of like I used to go a lot. I used to be very depressed. You've seen me on this camera happy. I can be happy too. But if your entire heart is taken out, you have no heart. You could have no emotions, which in some cases would be a good thing, in some cases would be a bad thing. It could give you experience, but you never earn your heart back, because they took it. I think that if you're in love with someone and they want, no, but if you want to get over them, you have to at least remain friends with them, love them, but try not to in the same way if you're trying to get over them. But if you don't want to get over them, you still want that connection with them. You still want to know everything about them. Love is confusing, and so is every single person on this planet, because they all experience it. This is the Russian Nihilist.